Hi there everybody, happy holidays. Thank you so much for being here and watching the video. No, it's not the usual sort of update with a new video for FM24 currently, or one of the video essays, but given that we are closing in at the end of the year with Christmas and then New Year's coming up as well, I did wanted to take a couple of minutes here just to do a quick end of year recap, given that 2023 was a very long not even long, I should say. It was more so that it was my first full-time year of doing YouTube content, whether it was part-time at the start portion of the year to a little bit more full-time when life circumstances happened during the middle of this year. Point is, I came into the channel this year with the goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and somehow, thanks to the history of Football Manager, I guess, video, we ended up crossing that 2 times over. Currently, the subscriber count's over 2,400, something akin to that. It's sincerely appreciated, though. I was expecting that I would get close to the 1,000 number, if not cross it outright by the end of the year. But the fact that, I've exceeded that and then some, it's awesome. Can't thank you all enough for jumping on the bandwagon here as a whole. Hopefully you enjoy what you've been seeing so far outside of just the history of FM video, and hopefully I'll be able to provide more content that you all enjoy through the course of 2024. Speaking of which, got a couple of projects in the fire for that already. I've been recovering from an illness over the last week, thankfully feeling a lot better, but I am taking the extra week to just make sure that I'm at 100% and to tackle the projects in question. So we'll go ahead and go over those here really quick. First one, it is going to involve Notts County and that series, basically going from taking them from League 2 all the way to the Premier League. I am planning on finishing that up first. Once I do have another team on FM24 already selected that is under those same parameters, but in a different country entirely. So I'll be doing a save with that next. It may be a kind of the ongoing series for the rest of the year as well, just because I do kind of like the challenge of taking something from the lower tiers and bringing them up further and kind of exploring more unknown players, leagues that people are not as familiar with, stuff of that nature. Now, on the video essay side of the spectrum, those are still happening throughout next year as well, but I do think I have more of a theme this year narrowed down compared to last season, where I was just tackling a couple of different things here and there. So for January, the first video essay for the year is going to come out. I am planning on talking about a certain team in Brazil that had the title won during the first half of the season, but bottled it in a historic set of proportions in the second half of the season, and just talking about that second half of the season, the parameters that led them to that point, background history on the team, and just a bit more of a deep dive as to how this came to happen as a whole, and just kind of explore Brazilian football history as a whole. I do think that as a Brazilian born who's been living in the United States for 23 years now at this juncture, that I do have kind of a way to provide a little more information for the folks who may watch the channel that are coming from North America, Europe, or wherever else in the globe, like English-speaking countries as a whole, just to provide the perspective that you don't often get on Brazilian football, because it is in Portuguese, which is a completely foreign language to most people that are in Brazil, Portugal, or in other countries within Africa and Asia that do speak the language as well. So I do think that throughout the course of this next year, most of the video essays will be focused on Brazilian football as a whole. I do have an idea in mind to talk about the state championships that they play there as well during the start portion of the year, how important they are, kind of the challenges that they present to the Brazilian footballing schedule as well, changes that have happened within them over the last couple of years. I just feel that it'd be interesting to talk about, and I do want to make videos that I'm interested in about first and foremost on that, and if people follow me along for the ride, that's all that much better with it. With that in mind, this was just sort of a quick video I wanted to get out before the holiday season. I hope to all who are watching that you have however you celebrate it, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or if you don't celebrate it at all, or if you celebrate the solstice, however you do it, that you just have a happy holiday season as a whole, a happy new year coming up, and 2024, we're just going to go from strength to strength, if all things work out as well as I would like them to be. So thank you for getting me to this point, and I hope that I can continue providing entertainment for you all. Thanks again, and I will see you in 2024. Until then.